It's time for KRGB Channel 5's Masterminds, a program geared towards Valley High School academics. With your host, Tim Smith. Today, Achieve Early College High School and Veterans Memorial in Mission match wits in their quest to become this year's Masterminds champions.
Everybody, welcome to Masterminds. Today's matchup is Veterans of Mission and Achieve Early College, and let's get right to it with our quick start questions. Hands on your buzzers. Here we go. We start with a math question. Solve for x. 2xy equal 48y. That's Veterans Damien.
24?
Yes, that's correct. Spell detrimental. Achieve Emil.
E-E-T-R-I-M-E-N-T-A-L.
That's correct. Another math question. Change the following percent into a fraction. 20%. That's Achieve Emil.
1/5.
Correct. Another math question. Factor x squared minus 5x minus 14. That's Veterans Damien.
X minus 7, X plus 2.
Correct. Horse chestnut or buckeye is the state tree of which state? That's Veterans Damien.
Ohio?
Yes. What's the largest lake remaining from prehistoric Lake Bonneville? And time is up. That's the Great Salt Lake. What's the only planet to have seasons similar to the Earth's? That's Achieve Emil.
Jupiter?
No? Veterans Damien.
Venus?
No, it's Mars.
Oh.
What are the three states of matter? That's Veterans Damien.
Solid, liquid, gas.
Correct. For what type of fiction is Ellery Queen famous? All right, that's Damien.
Mystery?
Yes. What U.S. general became governor of the Philippines? And time is up. That was General MacArthur. That wraps up our quick start for today.
Masterminds is supported in part by Navy Army Community Credit Union.
After our quick start, it is Mission Veterans 40, Achieve Early College 20. Let's take a moment and meet our judges who are once again today from the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Megan Burke, Associate Professor of History and Graduate Coordinator in the College of Liberal Arts, and Dr. Nordine Rivetta, Assistant Professor in the Department of Literatures and Cultural Studies. Our judges, give them a round of applause, won't you? Good to have you all here, as always. All right, before we get to hot topics, let's meet the team from Achieve Early College. We'll start on the end with Anna.
Hi, I'm Ana Garcia. I'm a sophomore.
Great.
Yeah, I'm Jose Morales, and I'm a sophomore.
My name is Emil Velasquez, and I'm a freshman.
We're glad to have you all here, the team from Achieve Early College, participating in today's Masterminds. All right, it's time for your hot topics, Achieve. We've got 3 questions about current events. Don't need your buzzers. Take the first answer I hear. You're playing by yourself. Okay, just your team. You guys sit this one out, all right? Here we go. A mass shooting in Texas claimed the lives of at least 26 people. In what town?
Sutherland Springs.
Correct. Shalane Flanagan did something recently in New York City which hasn't been done by an American woman in 40 years. What did she do? And time's up. She won the New York City Marathon. Netflix is cutting ties with what program as long as the show's longtime star has anything to do with the show, citing the growing number of sexual abuse allegations against that star?
Kevin Spacey.
No, the question was they're
Against
cutting
the show.
ties with which program. The program was House of Cards. You had the right guy, but
yeah.
didn't have the right answer to the question. All right, that puts you up to 30 points. Now let's meet the team from Veterans of Mission. We'll start on the end with Paul.
I'm Paul McCoy, and I'm a sophomore.
Soon we'll be a senior.
I'm Damon Gonzalez, and I'm a sophomore.
Hi, I'm Amelia Melina, and I'm a senior.
We're glad to have you here, the team from Veterans of Mission, participating in today's Masterminds. All right, these are your hot topics. Same rules, 3 questions, current events, no buzzers. Take the first answer we hear. How much prison time did Bo Bergdahl receive after being convicted of desertion and misbehavior before the enemy?
12 years?
They got none. The Houston Astros won their first ever World Series championship. Who was named MVP of the series?
Springer.
Yes. It was the silence heard around the world. What did one Twitter employee do that got the attention of most of the world?
He shut down Donald Trump's account.
That's exactly right, for 11 minutes. He did. Good job. Put you up to 70 points. So our score going to the first break is Veterans Mission 70, Achieve Early College 30. We'll take a break. We come back. We'll meet the teacher coordinators, do quick picks to the grab bag, all that and more as Masterminds Round 1 competition continues right after the break. Welcome back to Masterminds. It is Mission Veterans and Achieve Early College today in round one competition. Mission leads 70-30 right now. Let's meet the teacher coordinators from the two schools. We'll start with Achieve, and Jose, you're up.
All right. Well, this is Mr. Hope, and he teaches geometry, algebra 2, and calculus.
Terrific. Welcome. Glad you're here. Thanks for being part of the program. And from Mission Vets, Damien.
Well, this is Miss Melissa Guerrero. She's the sponsor for spelling. She's the teacher for English 1, and she's also our coach for Masterminds.
Terrific. Glad you all are here. Thank you so much for being part of the program. We appreciate our teacher coordinators helping the students get ready to go. All right, students, now it's time for quick picks. We're going to show you pictures on your TV screens. We'll ask you questions about each one. Everybody's playing, so you need your buzzers on this. Here we go. This quiet tourist beach was anything but quiet in April 1961 when U.S. forces launched an unsuccessful invasion here. By what name is this inlet? Veterans Mission, Amelia?
Bay of Peg Cuba.
That's correct. The man on the left was known as the Desert Fox during World War II. Who was he? Time was up. General Erwin Rommel of Germany. Grizzly bears are a subspecies of what type of bear? All right, Achieve, Amelia.
Brown bear?
Yes. Paddle wheel boats were popular in the 19th century. What powered a paddle wheeler's engine? That's Vets Damien.
Steam?
Yes. Before becoming president, what East Coast state claimed Woodrow Wilson as its governor? And time is up. That was New Jersey. Was Johann Sebastian Bach best known for his compositions for keyboards, cellos, or flutes? That's Veterans Paul.
Keyboards.
Yes. The Spirit of St. Louis was the plane made famous by what aviator? That's Veterans Damien.
Charles Lindbergh.
Correct. Paris Notre Dame Cathedral was the setting for the 1831 novel The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Who was the book's author? That's Amelia, I'm sorry?
Victor Hugo.
Okay, let me call on you. That's correct. This picture of the family whose story formed the basis of the musical The Sound of Music, what was the family's name? And time is up. That's the family Von Trapp. And finally, what was the artist Georgia O'Keeffe best known for her pictures of vases, trees, or flowers? That's Vets Amelia. No? Achieve anybody? What was the artist Georgia O'Keeffe best known for her pictures of vases, trees, or flowers? All right, Jose.
Flowers.
That's correct. Flowers is, and that wraps up our quick picks for today.
Masterminds is supported in part by Navy Army Community Credit Union.
After quick picks, the score is Veterans of Mission 120, Achieve Early College 50. That means Achieve, you get to go first in the grab bag round. Dr. Rivetta has 3 envelopes from which to choose, 1, 2, and 3. You can pick any one you'd like.
Pick 1.
Number 1 it is. You've got 60 seconds to answer the 10 questions in this envelope, all related to one category. Don't need your buzzers on this, okay? Take the first answer we hear from the team. Your category is Kentucky. Kentucky. Anybody from Kentucky on the team? I just thought we'd check. Okay. 60 seconds. Here we go. What's the largest city in Kentucky?
Pass.
Most of the state's major thoroughbred horse farms surround what city?
Pass.
Kentucky's only national forest is named for what explorer and pioneer?
Pass.
In the Black Patch War, Western Kentucky farmers broke up a monopoly of buyers of what cash crop?
Pass.
The state is one of the leading producers of what fossil fuel?
Oil.
No. Kentucky took its name from a word in what American Indian language?
Pass.
Pass. Kentucky was originally part of what state?
Pass.
Louisville is a major port on what river?
Missouri.
No. What river forms Kentucky's western border?
Pass.
Kentucky leads the nation in production of what specific type of whiskey?
Pass.
We'll go back. Okay. We get any? Didn't get any correct, so let's go over all of them. Largest city in Kentucky is Louisville. The state's major thoroughbred horse farms are near Lexington. The only national forest is named after Daniel Boone. In the Black Patch War, Western Kentucky farmers broke up a monopoly of buyers of tobacco. The state's one of the leading producers of coal. They took their name from an American Indian language of Cherokee. Kentucky was originally part of Virginia. Louisville's on the Ohio River. The river that forms Kentucky's western border is the Mississippi. And Kentucky leads the nation in production of what specific type of whiskey? Bourbon. It's okay that you didn't know that one. All right, so we stand at 50 points. All right, Mission Vets, it's your turn. 2 envelopes remain, 2 and 3. You can choose either one you'd like.
Let's go with 2.
Let's go with 2. Let's see what we have for you. Again, 60 seconds, 10 questions, pass if you don't know one. Your category is B and B. Each part of these two-word answers begins with a letter B. Okay, each part of these two-word answers begins with a letter B. Here we go. Person born during an American population explosion between 1946
Baby
and
boom?
1960. Correct. A long, narrow wooden rail used in gymnastics.
Balance beam?
Yes. Anna Sewell's novel protesting cruelty to horses.
Pass.
Person who has achieved a high degree of expertise in martial arts.
Black
Black
belt.
belt.
Yes. Huge bell in the Parliament clock tower.
Big Ben.
Yes. National park in southwest Texas.
Pass.
Figure representing an authoritarian government that invades individual privacy from George Orwell's 1980.
Big
Big
Brother.
Brother.
Yes. An aristocrat or member of a socially prominent family.
Borgiswa.
No. Black scientist who helped Major Ellicott survey the territory of Washington, D.C.
Pass.
This Pakistani is the only elected 20th century head of state to give birth while in office.
Pass.
We'll go back. Anna Sewell's novel protesting cruelty to horses.
Cruelty to horses. Pass.
National park in southwest Texas.
National Park in South Texas.
Time is up. All right, we got a few of those. How many did we do, judges? 5 correct, puts you up to 145 points. Let's go over the others. Anna Sewell's novel about cruelty to horses was Black Beauty. The national park in southwest Texas is Big Bend National Park. The aristocrat member of a socially prominent family is a blue blood. Black scientist who helped Major Ellicott survey the territory of Washington, D.C. was Benjamin Banneker. And the Pakistani, the only elected 20th century head of state to give birth while in office, was Benazir Bhutto. So you're up to 145 points. Now there's one envelope remaining, which nobody chose. So let's see if you're glad you didn't choose it or if you wish you would have. We all play on this one, okay? We still have 60 seconds. Need your buzzers on this. The one nobody chose is life science. Okay? Life science. We're all playing. Hands on your buzzers. Here we go. What's the common name for the humeroscapular joint? Mission Damien.
Elbow?
No. Achieve anybody? Ring in? No. That's not correct. Your shoulder. Don't forget to ring in. Most bacteria entering the digestive system are destroyed by what substance in gastric juice? That's Damien.
Hydrochloric acid?
Yes. Eutrophication depletes a lake of what gas? Veterans Damien.
Nitrogen.
No. Achieve anybody? Ring in if you know. Eutrophication depletes a lake of what gas? Emil. That's correct. Shrews, moles, and hedgehogs belong to an order known for their diet of what? Achieve Emil.
Worms.
No. That's anybody? Not anymore. Paul?
Wood.
No. Insects. The word raptor refers to what type of birds? That's Vets Damien.
Ones with talons. Or like with claws.
No. Achieve anybody? Time was up. Birds of prey. What cephalopod is the fastest swimming invertebrate? Time was up. That was going to be squid. That's where you're going, right? Just a little bit too late. All right, so after our grab bag, Mission Vets builds the lead a little bit, 155 to 60 over Achieve Early College. We're going to take a break. We come back, it'll be time for art and music. Each question worth 20 points. Important questions. Don't go away. Welcome back to Masterminds. It's round one competition today. Mission veterans and Achieve Early College. Right now, vets in the lead, 155 to 60. It's time for art and music. For this, each question is worth 20 points. We start with top art. Head to the art museum. Ask you to identify the artist or the work for 20 points of this piece right here. Vets Mission, Paul.
Rembrandt.
No, it's not Rembrandt. Achieve anybody? Ring in if you know. That's Anna. I'm sorry?
Monet.
No, this one's Renoir. It's called Two Sisters by Pierre-Auguste Renoir. But we have another. 20 points. That's Veterans Damien.
Night Watch?
That is by Rembrandt. Got 1 out of 2. Good job. Now we try music. And for this, listen carefully and identify the composer or the work. This also for 20 points. The composer or the work. And time is up. That's The Swan by Saint-Saëns. Okay, but we have another. Again, listen carefully. Composer or the work. That's Mission Paul. That is, it's the Waltz of the Flowers. All right, we got 2 out of the 4 correct. That makes our score Veterans Mission 195, Achieve Early College 60. We're going to take a break. We come back, it'll be time for the final stretch. Let's find out which of these teams is moving on to the next round of competition. Don't go away. Back to Masterminds. It's round 1 competition today. Mission Veterans and Achieve Early College. Mission in the lead 195 to 60. As we head to the final stretch, we're going to ask questions until the final bell rings. Whoever's leading moves on to the next round. So hands on your buzzers. Here we go. What's the mechanical model of the solar system called? The trine, orrery, azimuth, perigee, or astrolabe? Damien, Veterans.
Perigee?
No? Achieve anybody? Okay, Jose.
Astrolabe.
No, it's the orrery. Identify the conic section whose polar equation is r equal 15 over 3 minus 2 cosine theta. That's the Veterans, Damien.
A cone?
No? Achieve anybody? And time is up. That was an ellipse. This is a type of portable computer that usually weighs less than 12 pounds and has a self-contained power source. What's it commonly called? That's Veterans, Paul.
Laptop.
Yes. Lanthanum and cerium are classified as lanthanides on the periodic table. What is the classification for elements such as, okay, Vets, Damien?
Actinides?
Actinides is correct, such as thorium and plutonium. In the Pledge of Allegiance, which form of government is mentioned? That's Veterans, Amelia.
Republic.
Yes. Which other name was given to the neoclassical style of architecture in the United States from about 1780 to 1830? The term in lowercase means pertaining to a central government. That's Achieve, Emil.
Confederate?
No? All right, who rang in? What, Damien?
Colonial?
No, federal. In 1709, this buried city, named for the son of Zeus, was discovered by chance when a well was dug. Can you name it? And time is up. Herculaneum. The Latin phrase ceteris paribus has a special meaning for someone in an economics class. What does this phrase mean? And time is up. All other things held constant. What is the common one-syllable name for that fine-grained porous limestone composed largely of foraminifers in a matrix of very fine calcite? That's Veterans Mission, Damien.
Chalk?
Yes, that's right. Which word for a vivid shade of red comes from Latin for little worm? That's Achiever, I'm sorry?
Sorry, maroon.
No. Veterans, anybody? And time is up. Vermilion. Vermilion. All right. Xanthippe was reputedly a quarrelsome shrew and the wife of a famous man. Who was he? And time is up. Socrates. Which constitutional amendment is usually involved in judicial cases championed by the NRA? That's Veterans, Amelia.
Second Amendment.
That's correct. The valuable deposits of oil in Texas were formed during which period of the Mesozoic era? All right, Vets, Damien?
Jurassic?
No? Achieve anybody? Ring in if you know. Time is up. Cretaceous. Many American soldiers married women from Europe while overseas during World War II. What nickname was given to their wives? That's Vets, Damien.
Fraulein?
No? Achieve anybody? And time is up. War brides. Paleontologists recently found some of the world's largest footprints, measured at 115 million years old and 5 feet 9 inches in length. In what country was this discovery made? And time is up. Australia. What technical term do musicologists use for the levels of loudness in music? That's Achieve, Emil.
Dynamic?
Yes. An angle is inscribed in a circle and intercepts a 100-degree arc. What is the measure of the angle? An angle is inscribed in a circle and intercepts a 100-degree arc. What's the measure of the angle? That's Veterans, Damien.
60?
No. Achieve, anyone? I'm not sure who rang in. Emil?
90?
No, it's 50. What man once reminded the daughters of the American Revolution that all of us are descended from immigrants? That's Vets Paul.
John Adams.
No? Achieve anybody? And time is up. Franklin Roosevelt. What term describes a nucleus that tends to hold itself together? All right, Vets Damien.
Constate.
No? Right from Achieve, one ring in. All right, Emil. This table is correct. Name any two of the three northern cities that form northwest Italy's industrial triangle. And time is up. Milan, Turin, and Genoa. Whose beauty is, to me, like those Nicean barks of yore? Time's up. That's Helen of Troy in the poem by Edgar Allan Poe. We got 4 of these. I'm going to give you the names of 4 cities, 4 different cities, and you place these spots to the north or south of the equator. Okay, just one at a time. Here we go. Hong Kong. That's Vets Amelia.
South.
No. Achieve. Okay, Jose.
North.
That's correct. How about Bogota? Vets Amelia.
South.
No. Achieve.
North.
Who rang in? Jose, Amelia.
Yeah.
Who rang in?
I'll ring.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, north.
That's correct. How about Jakarta? Achieve, Anna.
North.
No? Vets, it's your turn. Damien,
South.
you got a 50-50 chance. It pays off to wait. Kuala Lumpur. Achieve, Jose.
South.
No. Veterans, Damien.
North.
No. All 4 of those were backwards. Go figure. Sometimes it's good to have choices. World geography, 4 questions. The world's largest active volcanic crater is Mount Aso, located where? All right, Vets, Damien.
The Ring of Fire.
No? Achieve anybody? And time is up. Japan. That was not quite specific enough. A jet flying due north from Nicosia, Cyprus, would soon enter the airspace of what nation? That's Vets Paul.
Turkey.
Yes. Calgary is the largest city in Alberta. Name the second largest. And time is up. Edmonton. Auckland is the largest city on North Island. Which is the largest city on the South Island? The subject, of course, is New Zealand. And time is up. Christchurch. The Shinbot is Israel's FBI, but what's the name of Israel's CIA? And time is up. Mossad. Of sphere, hexahedron, dodecahedron, and torus, which one is not topologically equivalent to the others? That's Veterans Mission Damien.
Sphere.
No? Achieve anyone? All right, Jose.
The last answer choice.
The last answer choice, which was Taurus, and that's correct. The United States acquired California, Nevada, Utah, and parts of Texas, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Wyoming as a result of Mission Paul.
The Mexican-American War.
That's right. Define and spell nuisance. Excuse me. That's Veterans Damien.
Nuisance.
And define it?
Oh, it's like a pest.
That works. Good job. What country did Russia, Prussia, and Austria finish partitioning in 1795? All right, Vets Amelia.
Poland.
Yes. The human body's first line of defense against disease is entirely replaced. Veterans Paul.
Skin.
Yes. A semiconductor diode is the most common of what devices that convert AC to DC? That's Veterans Damien.
A switch.
No? Achieve anyone? The time is up. Rectifiers. Douglas MacArthur was in what country when he announced that he would return to the Philippines? That's Vets Damien.
Germany.
No? Achieve anybody?
United States.
No, he was in Australia. Military regiments of Great Britain frequently have their colors in stripes on an article of male civilian clothing. What is that article of clothing? All right, Damien.
Blazer.
No? Achieve anybody? All right, Emil.
Your shirt.
No, it's their ties. Their ties. All right. 4 math questions. What's the total number of people in 3 quintets, 2 octets, and 1 septet? What's the total number of people in 3 quintets, 2 octets, and 1 septet? The bell just rang. It doesn't matter. The answer was going to be 38. That's what you're going to say, right? But it doesn't matter. The final score is Mission Veterans 315, Achiever Early College 110. That means Mission Veterans, you're moving on to the next round of competition. I want to thank all our students for a great job today. It was a fun game today once again. I want to thank our judges for being here once again, Dr. Rivetta, Dr. Burke from UTRGV. All right, Mission Vets, we'll see you in the next round, and we'll see you at home next week for another exciting competition of Masterminds.